Hi there, my name is Wisdom, and today I just want to talk about the subject of that has been really causing a lot of stir over the last couple of weeks. And so today I just want to share a few insights relating to that particular subject. And the subject I'm talking about right now is the subject of twerking, as in Miley Cyrus. Now, I think about 2 3 weeks ago when she did that stunt with Robin Thicke, I think there's a lot of controversy coming from across many circles, and also including the Christian circles. And I think a lot of people saying, "No, look, this is way too much. It's way too much." And some even say she's desperate and things like that. But I think it's very, very important for people to really understand how this whole industry works, because this industry works on results. So if she did what she did with particular stand with Robin Thicke at the awards, it caused a lot of controversy, a lot of stirring, and at the time, I think I actually had no idea at the time that the next day she was going to release an album, and I think she was going to release a single. And on the very day that the news sort of broke out and the event happened, and I even told a friend, I said, "No, what that basically tells me that she's got a new single out, or a new movie out, or something like that." And unbeknownst to me, the very next day she released a brand new single, and that single, in some parts of the world, it really went up, but in some parts of the world, it was a bit of a cake. But I think at the end of the day, they achieved the results what they were looking for. The very fact that the whole thing went viral, and the very next day she released a single, and this thing was really doing well. And it's just, it was just not a coincidence. So it basically means that these people, they know what they're doing. It means herself and the masters, the record label executives, the directors of those videos, and whoever has been contracted to work in that particular project, they know exactly what they're doing. So obviously, and one thing that most people fail to understand is the very fact that Miley Cyrus is a brand. I know she's a person, but when it comes to the world of music and the world of Hollywood and the world of the record industry, she's a brand, and her ability to thrive as a brand depending on sales and going viral. And obviously, after that twerking incident, it produced results. So guess what? They had to do something similar again. And obviously, over the last couple of days, we heard about the new video that has just gone ballistic in 24 hours. Number of views on YouTube going ballistic and stuff. But obviously, again, this demonstrates again that she knows exactly what she's doing, because the twerking and the dance with Robin Thicke produced results. They took it up to another level. They took it up a notch and create this thing which is going to grow viral. And obviously, there's an album coming out and things like that. But obviously, it's just it just shows you or indicates to you that how this industry is structured. And obviously, one of the key things there is they work with older days, sex sells, and that's exactly what we're witnessing. So we are seeing, Miley Cyrus moving from the old Hannah Montana brand, which was innocent, and obviously because back then she was young. But obviously now that she's grown up, the audience has changed. The type of market she's catering for is slightly changed. It's no longer those little girls anymore. So obviously, again, that's again the hook of the image consultant, the brands, the brand manager, the record label executives, and of course, obviously, by having said that, either way, she's part of that. She's agreed to what's happening. I know there's been talk about how there's so much abuse in the music industry. People are being used and people are now become objects. I do understand that, but I think this thing has been there for decades. So obviously any musician who's going to get into the music industry right now, particularly in these areas of pop R&B, and depending on, or especially on the major labels, you're guaranteed they're going to have those things put in place. And not only that, but the very fact is, you need to be radical. Maybe like Kelly Clarkson, I think some of the she managed to walk away from some of the deals and chose another small label to work with at some point in time. And obviously that requires someone with a lot of guts, someone who believes in them, so someone with a lot of integrity to say, what, I don't do this. Same as Adele. There's been talk that Adele was told to shed weight and this and that, and she's like, what, guys, people buy my music because of my voice, not because of my weight, that kind of thing. So that requires integrity and the boldness to stand for what is right. But having said that, and I think one of the key things there is that many people are saying, Miley Cyrus is desperate, this and that. But I think at the end of the day, we got to look at it from those perspectives that, look, she's in that agreement. She signed the contract. Not saying that she has to dance to everything that was on the contract, but at the end of the day, she does have a choice. Not only that, but the very fact that even after all this controversy, she was actually laughing about it. You know what I mean? Laughing about, saying how we can even push the boundaries further, which means that she's totally in control. And I mean, it makes really it makes a joke for these people who are saying, "I know she's desperate. People want to be content and this and that." Of course, you know there are many things that do go on within the music industry that are not good. But having said that, I think at the end of the day, you can tell that from the way she's acting and some of the comments she's making out of those videos are going viral. Indicates that she's someone who knows what she's doing. So ultimately, what's really happening is that she's laughing all the way to the bank. The record label executives, the managers, and the waivers in charge of the PR, and everybody, and including herself, they are laughing all the way to the bank because what they're after are results. This is a business. So that's what it is. This whole music industry and all this stuff and the ratings of MTV, it's all a business. So they will do everything they can to make sure that it goes back. And right now, they've been doing a good job of it because I think I've read a few articles on Charisma and I think Charisma Magazine and many other circles within the Christian fraternity. They are talking a lot of things, but at the end of the day, the very fact that these videos are going viral means somebody's watching. The very fact that many channels are talking about it means definitely people are watching. The only way to, if people are really pissed off with Miley Cyrus and they want to shut down all these sex sales thing, is to shut it down. You know what? It's always simple. Just don't watch it. Just don't watch it, and just don't write an article about it. If it happens, ignore it. If you ignore it, they'll change. You know why? Because these people are not stupid. They know what they're after. They work on results. Now that this video they released probably 2-3 days ago has gone viral, guess what they'll do? Next thing is they're gonna work on the very next one. They're gonna find new ways within the same theme, sex sales. They might change a few things here, but obviously that strategy right now so far is working. So it's producing results, which is to get people talking, which is getting people watching, and the video is going viral, and of course the music is selling. So obviously, like I was saying, on the title of this video is Miley Cyrus laughing all the way to the bank, and that's exactly what she's doing. So obviously you'll see that even as we go further, you're gonna see that you're gonna see more things, and even more other musicians are gonna find some ways of sort of tweaking the whole mechanism, and some of them are actually going to study this whole procedure. How is this thing work? And you might find one or two things to change, but essentially it's going to be the same formula to produce viral content and to produce the the music that sells and that sort of thing. So having said that, I think it's very interesting because I think a lot of people within the Christian circles have said, no, this is wrong, da 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 da. But what I'm finding interesting, or maybe the hypocrisy is the very fact that some of those parents complaining and some of those people are saying all sorts of things. Their sons and daughters are going to the record sales and buying the music. They are some of the ones going on iTunes downloading the music. You know what I mean? And even some of the parents are actually seeing their sons and daughters buying that music, listening to that music, dancing it in the house, but they're complaining that I know what MTV is doing is wrong, broadcasting that. Then easiest thing is not shut it down. I do believe there are standards and things like that, but hopefully you get my point. The very fact that it doesn't make sense for people to be complaining and saying all sorts of things, but at the same time they're buying. Money talks. Where people put their money is what counts. If people are really pissed off by that, then I should say expect sales to come down. That shows people are voting with their dollars. By the very fact that she's doing all these stunts and the videos are going viral and there's so much talk about it, and at the same time record sales are doing good, that shows that people are interested in that. Because if people really not interested, they will stop buying. Do you get my point? Anyway, I'm done for today, but I'm gonna bounce, and you can leave a comment below and tell me what you think about this whole music industry. What do you think should be done? Are there any standards, or maybe there's any particular thing you want to say? Maybe there's maybe the Christian circles should be even talk about it. Just let me know what you think. You're welcome to comment below this link, and I'll do another video later on. You guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, and always remember, you even come